This photo was actually taken by the Promos blackout technology camera, and it's supposed to be invisible as far as lighting and so forth goes. I wanted to show you these pictures here because this is actual video. Up in the upper left hand corner, I want you to pay particular attention to that because there's nothing there right now. I'll show you a zoom to show you that there's nothing there. In the lower left hand corner is the teepee where Triton built, and I'll tell you more about that in just a few moments. Since we've been finding a lot of teepees in a lot of the Bigfoot territories, we thought that it might be some kind of marker. So, you know, we don't know what it is, but so we decided to run an experiment, or at least Triton did, and he built these miniature teepees, and then cleared the dirt and stuff and put a handprint at the base of it, and then on a rock next to it he placed an Oreo cookie. And you can't really see the teepee, but it is there on the in the lower left hand corner, and so we're kind of interested. The picnic table that we were using to store food on is over here on the very right hand side, just out of view. We were trying to stretch one camera into covering both areas. Triton and I decided that we needed to go down to what we call Telephone Point, and it's a place where we can make a actual cell phone call out of the area and call in and let my wife know that everything was okay. And so this is us leaving the area, and you know, some people might want to watch for any eye shine or anything like that. Now where those three trees are on the left, there's a dirt embankment, a very steep one that goes up to the hill to the left, and it's kind of like pretty steep. It's hard to climb up, but just to let you know that it's there, and it's very covered very thickly with bushes. When we got back to camp, the first thing we did was check the teepee that was there by the three trees, and the cookie was gone. There was no footprints or anything like that, no small critter footprints, so this is kind of suspicious. Something came and got our Oreo cookie. But when we went over to the table and we looked at the bag of Oreos, and there was 3 Oreos missing from there too. So something bypassed all of the other goodies that we left out, the pork chops, the baked goods, the buns, all that kind of stuff. Ignored that and went right for the Oreo cookies. Triton decided to replace the cookie, and then we decided to go down the road and do a night hike, see if we could photograph any eye shine. Well, when we got back, the cookie was gone again. So something was pretty eating our cookies. Really loved those Oreos. In this particular shot, you see Triton over there replacing the cookies for the second time. And we're getting ready to basically hit the sack. So we're going to be staying in our car, and the reason why we were staying in the car was so that we could look out the windows all the way around us and see if anything was moving at night. We were using night vision and stuff like that. Now all this time we're hearing things moving through the bushes, but we start getting a little desensitized towards that because we hear that all the time. We don't really start alerting until we hear a great big stick break or something like that. The next morning, Triton gets up earlier than I do, and he was wanting to check out the teepees. And so the following comment is his own words on what he saw.
Alright, so basically I woke up and got out of the car, and first thing I went for is a Mountain Dew because I need my dew. And then I went and turned on the camera and walked over towards where I built my little teepee. Saw that the Oreo was gone, and right when I said, oh, well, the Oreo's not here anymore, I saw something that was about 3 of me wide, but about my height, turn around and walk through the bushes right in front of me. It was like 6 feet in front of me, so I could see it pretty well. And then I started talking to it, saying, I know I just saw you, and stuff like that, and went back and stopped hearing the bushes move and stuff, and then went and turned around and got another Oreo and held it up in the air and put it down on the rock, and decided to go and check the other teepees and all that. And there was movement following me all the way to the last teepee, going at my same pace. So apparently I was able to somewhat get it to trust me to let me get that close to it and be able to let it stand there and listen to me talk to it, and then for it to follow me to kind of watch me to see what I was doing.
Now remember from the daytime shots that there's nothing back there. There is a tree back there, but you can definitely see that it's a light gray tree. But there's nothing back there. Now that light gray tree is also the tree that also has a bunch of scat around it. It's like their scat, their bathroom, their laboratory while they're watching us. That's where they go to do their thing. But as you can see, there's nothing there during the daytime. So how do we know that this is Squeaker? Well, from me having previous relations with him, as soon as I saw the face, I knew exactly who it is, and identified him as being Squeaker. And here in just a few minutes, I'll show you a photo that was taken in September of 2013. And here he is, Mr. Squeaker. He's this was taken back in 2013 September, and I believe that he's now about maybe 5 to 7 years old. Depends on how old he was when I first saw him in the nest. That was back in the nest video, which was back in 2010. So he's somewhere between the 5 to 8 years old, somewhere around in there at this point in time. But you can see the elongated nose, the close set eyes, the U-shaped face. That's pretty much him, but he's all grown up. So you can kind of tell that the Bigfoot face database is something that is very, very useful. Now we're starting to get a clue as to how long they live or how fast they grow and so forth. So it's probably the first time that the same creature's been photographed 3 times. So continue looking for those faces and let me know where they're at. Thanks. Bye.